Okay guys, so in the previous video, you saw me building this using this stateless widget, right? Now let's understand what that stateless widget actually means. Here are two stateless widgets. One is the main and the second one is actually the home page. Okay, so a stateless widget is basically a widget inside which you can have data, and you can see that my app is crashing. So this sometimes comes and you can just you can either do close app or you can just wait. There's sometimes the option for wait also comes, so you can either close app or you can just wait. So what stateless widget basically means is that it will have some sort of data, but the data cannot be changed. For example, it might have a text written like hello, welcome to my app, but you cannot change that text when the app is running. You have to change here manually and then only the data will change. Now let's quickly look at what exactly that means. So the main widget which we will use is the scaffold widget. Scaffold widget is basically a widget which will basically have your entire page here. Okay, before that you might have some doubts about this @override and this constant super key, so don't worry about them. This override is basically, this is another function guys. So the build function has a return type of widget. Okay, as we discussed earlier, that return type is written at the beginning. So widget is the return type and build is the name of the function, and this is a default function, so this function usually comes, right? And this build context and context, so guys don't get confused about this. Build context is just that it's just to tell Flutter that where the location of the app is. I know that this might sound confusing, but it's basically to tell where that particular widget will be placed. Now don't worry if you are not able to understand it right now. So right now let's look at scaffold. Now for scaffold, if I just write scaffold and now save the file, you will see that a hot reload is being performed. This hot reload can only be performed when you use a stateless or a stateful widget. And now by default, scaffold has a white color. Now let's give our app an app bar. So to get an app bar, you can just write A and you can see the recommendation app bar, and you can just do app bar and you have to call this widget. Okay, and you can see that app is continuously crashing. This is maybe because I am recording my screen, but don't worry, it won't happen with you. So close app, and now when I save it, hot reload is again being performed and you can see that we have an app bar just like that. So getting an app bar is actually really very easy. Okay, so now let's even experiment a bit more. So within app bar we have these different properties such as title. So for title, let's give it a text widget. Okay, and now text hello world. You can see that I'm a big fan of this text. Hello world. Okay, and now let's save the file and you can see that the title appeared. Now the reason why I am getting these blue lines, let's quickly see that. It is telling me that prefer constant. So you can, because this is not a variable, this is just simple text here. So I can just write constant at the beginning. Okay, and this will solve my issue and you can see that the app is working fine. Now stateless widget, if you did not understand it previously, what I meant by stateless widget is that this text here, hello world, if I press on it or click on it, this text can't be changed. You can change it by using another type of widget which is called stateful widget. Okay, but in stateless widget it is not possible. So right now we will be looking at stateless widget, and later in this course we will be looking at stateful widget, because stateful widget is also very important in order for you to make interactive apps. So let's see the basic widgets that come with Flutter, like the text widget, the row widget, the column widget. Honestly, there are a lot of different kinds of widgets, but we will be only covering a few right now, and the rest we will be covering while we build our piss simulator and the magic calculator. Okay,